Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the of the Ninja Warrior Podcast. Today is the first episode in over a week. We are finally covering AEW 13 once again, and as we are going to be covering episode 7, part 2 of the semifinals. Heck yeah! Man, I've just been missing this feeling because it's so good just to talk to you guys, and it feels so good just to finally be talking about Ninja again because it's been 2 fucking weeks already. 3, 4, yeah. Basically. I'm kind of thankful and happy because it allowed me to catch up with everything I was behind on, because I was behind on episode 4, episode 5, and by the time I got caught up with episode 5, episode 6 was already out, so I needed to catch up, and thankfully, AEW's Gap allowed me to do so I guess it was kind of nice, but also, god damn it, it's annoying. Yeah, and by the way, I just want to mention something. There was no way they could have covered it up until the Olympics, because, with that gap, it would have always have been 2 weeks. Really? Yeah, because, if I did some research beforehand, AW8, it was, 2 days ago, but I'm pretty sure they actually took a 2-week break for that year as well, because they had the Rio Olympics. Yeah, you may be right on that. I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, that would explain it, but that still doesn't excuse the Stanley Cup stuff. Yeah, again, they could have just moved it, but anyway, thankfully, that is the last gap week, so we're heading back to one Ninja episode per week, and we're heading back to one podcast episode per week. Yeah, finally, after a million years. Yeah, but anyway, let's get on to this episode as a whole. Semifinals, part 2. Without any spoilers, what you guys think? Okay, 1-1, criminal. Oh, I guess with all the fast forwards, I get your point there. Not only that, some of the cut ones. Yep, there were a few of those that we need to talk about, but those are safe for the end. But anyway, I think we'll just dig into the course here, which was pretty different from last week. We had starting Seth, but then the very surprising return from the double twister. Yeah, I don't think any of us were really expecting this one, because, this obstacle is kind of easy, and honestly, I was surprised it didn't return AEW 11, but the fact that it returned here but not AEW 12 was kind of shocking to me. Yeah, I feel like that might actually confirm that Tristan Fly is returning for stage 1, but it doesn't really confirm that. I just feel like it might. Maybe, totally. But, yeah, double twister, that returned. Then we had, the Wing Chaser, and I'm very happy to see this back. Hell yeah! I wasn't expecting to see this obstacle back, but I'm glad it is. But once again, they didn't bother crediting Kevin Carbone for making it. Yeah, because screw him. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, Kevin Carbone was the creator of the Wing Chaser in the last season. He just was never credited, but they credited other people, so it's kind of weird they didn't credit him here, and they still haven't, but whatever. But anyway, obstacle 4 was spinning bridge. Then we had wall-to-wall as normal. Then we had the warped wall. Then the same line. And then a brand new obstacle in the form of padlock, which is a personal favorite. I really do like this obstacle. Yeah, I have one problem with it, and that is just that the obstacle itself, they made it easy. It took out plenty of people, and it took out more people than corkscrew, surprisingly enough, but it's, most of those wheels should have turned full 360. Well, I believe only one of them actually did that, the middle one. Every other one was, every other one was a total flip. Every other one was just basically not. Every other one basically just did, a halfway type thing. Yeah, you're right, especially that last one, because, that one should have tripped up more people, but yet I think it only tripped up one. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, after that, we had the inverter and the tuning fork, so same switches from last time. Then we had the spider trap, which was, again, normal. Yeah, so with that, let's get into this, the ones for tonight. Starting at Rachel DeGuts, who had a story about her being a part of the Jersey Ninjas, a squad of 3 ninjas who hail from New Jersey. She included her, Kayla Mack, and Abby Clark, I believe. But Rachel DeGuts once again had a very surprising one, getting all the way to the inverter. Oh, sorry, tuning forks. She chose tuning forks. Yeah, that kind of surprised me, because I thought she would for sure fail on padlock, but She didn't. She came close, but she didn't. Yeah, I mean, again, it's the first one of the night, so you'd think maybe they want to show off the new obstacle, but no, she actually moved on. Yeah, good for her. But after her, we had Paul Fisher on a fast forward segment. He actually ended up bringing cake from Aunt Alpha, which actually looked pretty good, actually. I don't know what kind it was. Probably something unique. I mean, you'd think, but then he just brings the state of vanilla cake. That would be worth the trip to Ninja. Very worth it. Everyone gets a taste of vanilla cake normal. Actually, this actually brings up a story I want to tell. Oh, wait, is this embarrassing way to comment in the moment of the podcast? Embarrassed? No. Maybe. Okay, this may actually be embarrassing, but I don't care. Good, because we're going to laugh at you for whatever you're about to tell us. Okay, so, for years, I only liked vanilla cakes. And? You're not laughing at me? Not really, honestly. I mean, well, okay, how long? Like 10 years old. Okay, now that's worth laughing at. Why does the age matter? Well, the thing is, many kids are picky as they're little, so maybe you wouldn't like a fruit cake for a little while. Yeah, but it took me a while to really say, let's think outside the box and actually pick something different. What did you get for your 10th birthday? It would have been 11th, but I don't really know. I mean, I have got plenty of themed cakes over the past, but I don't know if those are specific kinds. I know none of them were chocolate, because I never really liked chocolate. That's fair. Yeah, it's not everyone's thing. It's not my thing, really. But yeah, I guess. Alright, so let's go back to the actual show. Paul Fisher, I'm pretty sure he fell on Wing Chaser. Yep, then we had a very exciting wiki from last episode, actually. Abby Herman, who unfortunately fell on the spinning bridge. That was a big shocker, because I really wanted to see her move on. She's one of the 15-year-old rookies, and I believe the only female 15-year-old to actually move on. I think she was actually one of only like 2 or 3 to actually compete as 15-year-olds. For females? Yeah, maybe. But anyway, after her, we had John Huga, who had a story about him being a wood builder, and he kind of just like blast through a wall of wood, and it's so nice. That was kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of like something that Jake Murray would do in a way. I guess, like, in his old times, yeah. But anyway, he made it all the way to Padlock, where he fell, and after him we had Shaq Leach in a fast forward segment. He ended up being taken out by a spinning bridge. And then we had Logan Quigley, who was knocked out by Wall to Wall, and Alex McGauley, who ended up ending his season on a Padlock. Yeah, then we had Xavier Dentzer. Yes, that is how you say it. Oh, probably. But anyway, I was expecting him to do actually pretty bad because they didn't give him any story or anything. We came back from the commercial break. We immediately saw him take his run, like not even a build up or anything. So I'm like, he's probably not going to go that far. But he actually made it to the 8th obstacle. But I don't recall if he moved on. I don't think he did. I don't remember, honestly. I didn't take note. Well, none of us take note on these episodes. We just watch them and then do the podcast. Basically what I do is we just watch them in the call, and then we go over the podcast and our feelings about each one in the episode itself. That's kind of how we do this. SNS is more system to it. We just write down the order of the ones, and if there's anything we remember, then we can talk about it. Yes, that's more how these go. I didn't know this was behind the scenes on the podcast. Yeah, no, that'd be like episode 100. If we'll get there. Yeah, as if you have the 8-month hiatus you had after like the first episode. We'll totally get there. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, after Xavier, we had Lenny Lopez in a fast forward segment. He was knocked out by the double twister. Then we had Anthony Earley, who had a really good run up to the back half, where he became the only competitor knocked out by the salmon ladder. And probably the first one in years, because like everyone who makes it to the back half usually can beat salmon ladder. Yeah, it's like being a really tough obstacle. Like, I can't even do it, but it's like being a really tough obstacle. Like, people
no one falls on it. Like, it's really weird. Like, I don't even recall the last time someone failed it.
Yeah, especially on the show, like not a cut one. When I might pop that on the screen if I really feel like doing the research, but I don't know. But anyway, that's where he fell. And we had a mid one cut from Emil Malik, which I'm kind of annoyed as well. Also, yeah, they kind of showed us one, but not really.
Yeah, I don't know if you could really call this the equivalent of doing a fast forward of him, but at least he was shown to a degree.
Yeah, but anyway, he actually became the first finisher of the night. That's why I'm a little mad about this, because I think they would have showed him fully if he wasn't the first finisher. If he wasn't the first finisher, but apparently they didn't. But anyway, after him we had Jeremy Clark in a fast forward segment. He was taken out by wall to wall. Then we had Will Slagger. I'm surprised they showed him because they decided to not show him in the qualifiers.
Yeah, because he's not important apparently. So him.
Yeah, but anyway, he actually had a lab car on the start. He bought lab cars, so everyone was just making nerdy jokes, which weren't funny. And he ended up going out on Padlock himself. I don't think Will ended up moving on. You correct me, future me, but I don't think he ended up doing that. But then we had Casey Rothschild, and we got into her being the leader of Queer Ninjas Unite.
Yeah, so Queer Ninjas Unite is basically LGBTQ group, basically meaning they focus on gay people, they focus on transgender people, just basically people that don't have the same sex offended, or people who may want to act like a boy instead of a girl. Girls who want to act like boys, or boys want to act like girls.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I do want to mention this real quick. I think her story probably would have been more worth it if it was actually taught during Pride Month, which was June.
Yeah, I mean, this episode could not be aired in June, even without all the breaks, but still, like, they should qualifying one here there, so I think they would have showed that.
Yeah, you're right. It probably would have made a little more of an impact if it was actually shown during Pride Month.
Yeah, but anyway, she made it all the way to Padlock, and I'm pretty sure she made it through in the women's top 3.
Yeah, she did really, really well. But after her, we had Brett Hernandez Strong in a fast forward segment. So earlier in the season, he got the Mega Wall. Well, he was the youngest to do it at the time for Vance Walker beat him. But anyway, he made it all the way to Padlock along with both Kaden Mazarin, who's just like widely fast forward, and even more surprisingly, but not really kinda, Lucas Reale. They fast forwarded him too.
Yeah, because screw Lucas, why not?
Yeah, like, he deserves to be shown. Like, I can kinda like, maybe like 10% get this one not being shown, but his qualifying one, that should have been shown for sure. But the fact that he still hasn't been shown a full one this season is just sad.
Yeah, but anyway, after him we had Ben Udy, also known as Chad Flexington, because they just call him that.
Yeah, I find it annoying how they just keep on calling him Chad Flexington. They act like he doesn't even. They act like this isn't his persona, like it's on his name graphic and everything. They don't act like, it's his persona and everything. They never mention him being, his actual name being Ben Udy here. So, they've just flat out call him Chad Flexington. And it does sound like a name, but the last name of Flexington really does sound like a made up name.
Yeah, if you want to go there, but anyway, he made all the Padlock, and I'm pretty sure he actually ended up moving on, if I have to recall.
No, he actually didn't.
Really? He didn't?
No.
Well, yay! I don't have to deal with this shitty. I don't have to deal with this crappy guy anymore. Yay!
Yay, it's basically this episode's Grant McCartney.
We'll get there.
Yeah, but anyway, after Chad Flexington, we had
Julius Ferguson in a fast forward segment. He was taken out by Padlock, and then we had his friend Dan Champagne, who was the only one to get taken out by the inverter. And then we had Jay Lachey Lewis.
Yup. Jay Lewis actually ended up completing, of course, with the fastest time of the night, like overall, meaning he did end up moving on to power top with the second fastest finisher, who we'll get to in just a minute.
Yeah, he was the final one of the night, but yeah, we'll get there. But anyway, after Jay Lewis, we had
Judas Licodell in a fast forward segment. He had a really cool one as he ended up ended up doing a flip off the double twister, but he ended up being taken off by Padlock. Then we had the last two Jersey girls, Abby Clark and Kayla Mack. With unfortunately Abby Clark going on the warp wall again, just like in the last semifinal she was in season 10. And Kayla Mack actually went all the way to Padlock and was in third place. She ended up moving on, and it's women's top 3 in third place, and barely moved on.
Yeah, and then we had Nick Hansen, too, as we like to call him, who's just, Nick Hansen, but, not that Nick Hansen. I like how they play the joke up a little bit, because they actually show the other Nick Hansen, they act like it's him for, like, a couple seconds. I like to play up on that.
Yeah, like last Sunday's fast forward, they didn't act like it really mattered, but here they actually played the joke, and it kind of worked. Just as long as they don't do it every single time he's on stage, it works. But anyway, he made all the Padlock. Well, he fell, obviously. But and one thing I want to say about his one before we move on is that his story was more about him watching the actual Nick Hansen, and I'm like, I feel like he was just told to say that.
Maybe, probably.
This is like Nick Hansen's actual segment more. Yeah, because it's more about the X-Men Ninja than the other Nick Hansen. But, yeah. I just wanted to point that out. But, anyway, after him we had Jackson Twait in a fast-forward segment. He, along with Chris Behrens, were both taken out by Padlock. Then we had True Becker, who had a story about him being an acapella singer, I think that's how you say it. I don't know.
You had, 3, attempts to say it, so I'll give you it.
I was planning on cutting those out, but if you're going to mention those, then yes, I can't.
Nope, I'm not letting you.
But I probably would have cut your voice.
Damn it.
Anyway. True Becker, he has become the night's third finisher. Sure, and he got the second fastest time at the time, so he was right behind Jay Lewis. It was in line for the power tower until the final 1-0. But then we had one of the most lowest effort ones I think we've ever seen here. Sandy Zimmerman.
Yeah, they gave no effort to show that you knew, from the first second she was on screen, you knew that she was gonna fail.
Yeah, because they didn't make her a segment or anything. They just made her a little bar graph with a whole bunch of stats about her. And I think aside from one instance, that being I think Jessica Black's one in season 11, season 12, when it would show that means the competitor would fail. Always has some kind of accident that makes him almost fail.
Yeah, basically, and that's basically what happened with this one.
Yeah, no doubt, because Cindy Zimmerman went out on the wing chase. A pretty shocking fail, honestly, but I think it would have looked a lot better if, again, she was shown, given a little more of an effort to give her a segment and everything. Yeah, Daniel Gill, I knew he was going to fall from the start. When they do stuff like put Chris Ganji in a fast-forward segment and make him fall there, that is shocking. When they do stuff like put Jody Avila there, give him a full segment, have him fall in the fifth obstacle, that is shocking. Few others, I didn't care for it, but Grant McCartney, that was probably a shocking for a few people, but, when they put the effort into it, make you think they're going to succeed, but when they just do this, it's pretty clear they're going to fall.
Yeah, it depends, but anyway, after her, we had
Devin Harrison, a fast-forward segment. He was taken out by, Padlock, he was taken out by Salmon Ladder, my bad.
Can't believe you forgot all these dumb moves that go backwards.
Yeah, we've seen people do that in the past, like Najee, but this is the first time it actually has backfired. And Akbar just goes why?
Yeah, because the outcome makes no sense, but some people have done that. I think it's one of the questions of trying to skip lungs. That was probably more of the problem.
Yeah, but, he was actually the first ninja to actually try skipping ones on the Salmon Ladder, so, yeah. But anyway, then we had Caden Lavsack, which is just why. It's stupid. I hate that they fast-forward him, especially since he beat Truebecker for the second fastest time in the night. Come on. He deserves to be shown if he has second fastest time.
Yeah, they could have shown, him instead of, what's his name? John Uga, or John Uga or something, there were so many 8 obstacle finishes they showed that they might as well have just shown one of these other ninjas who completed the course.
Yeah, they fast forwarded him completing the course, which again is just annoying. It's such annoying. This and Abel Gonzalez, those are just two ninjas who deserve to be shown, especially since they complete the course. But anyway, then we had the weatherman Joe Mawaski. I think by this point he was saying it to be Jay Lewis and Joe Mawaski in Power Tower, which did end up happening because Joe Mawaski finished with the second fastest time.
Yeah, but then we had the Power Tower itself, which was more of a mind of AW 11 than anything else.
Yeah, this was a complete blowout for Mawaski. He really didn't even have to try, really, as he blasted out in front of Jay. Literally, like, the first couple of moves. And he won the Power Tower with no problem.
Yeah, but with that, that is it for the AW 13 in semifinals part 2.
Yep, aside from the cut ones, and god damn it, do I have some shit to say. I'm sorry, but I have some stuff to say about today's cut ones.
Yeah, one of the people on the list is Grant McCartney.
Yeah, so if you guys know, Grant McCartney was knocked down in the qualifiers in the 32nd spot, but he was chosen to go as an alternate for someone who withdrew. Sucks like he does not reveal who this is, but I have a few but, it's probably someone we didn't see, but also I can't determine that for sure, because some people haven't cut and stuff. But anyway, he went on Padlock and was in 16th place according to Ninja Nation, so, yeah. That was pretty sad.
Yeah, pretty much. Then we had Philip Scott, who also went on Padlock, and was not able to move on. Technically, he was shown, because at the beginning of the episode, when he was talking about Padlock and juicing it, they showed his one, so technically he was seen, so you could actually buy the picture, but,
Yeah, but anyway, then we had Kenny Tron on Luciano Acuna Jr. and Josiah Singleton, who all three on Wall to Wall. And then we had Joe Messenger, Quinn and Gwen, and Luke Doan, who ended up falling all on the spinning bridge. And then we had one more victim on the spinning bridge, Alyssa Beard.
Again, this is another ninja who was knocked down in the qualifiers, but brought here as an alternate. And when I saw these people on the sidelines, I'm like, why are they there? They were knocked out. Like, there was almost no reason why they should be there, and it was because they win.
Yeah, now, the most likely reason why they cut them is just because they didn't want to mention, that they'll withdraw, because they brought up so much hype that both Alyssa Beard and Grant McCartney were leaving the season by one spot at the both of them, so just bringing them back like this would just be so sudden. Like, even then, fast forward, people would be asking questions, and I feel like the corporation themselves just wouldn't be able to mention it as a whole, or especially since they would have to reveal the credit who had the dropout and everything, and really, that's just how this works, so, yeah. And also, we ended up falling on the spinning bridge. Very sad one. I was kind of mad they didn't show up, but I understand why. Same with Grant McCartney. But, yeah, none of them are going to Vegas.
Yeah, I'm thankful in the class they didn't cut anyone in top 15, but cutting out 2 people made the 8th Oscar kind of counts.
Yeah, but they have done it before, especially when there's a large knockout weight for the Oscar. I believe Up for Grabs in season 11 got a lot of cut ones, like the Blasi Bro, Lucas Gomez, I believe. Just as an example.
Yeah, there were plenty. But anyway, I think with that finishes off this episode of Ninja Warrior Podcast.
Yeah, and this episode of AW as a whole. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you guys next week as we cover episode 8 of AW 13. Man, this season we're finally at the fight point.
I know. It's crazy. I don't understand why it took us this long.
Yeah, 4 gap, which, oof. Yeah, we had a whole month with no ninja in gaps between, but anyway, that's it for this week. We'll see you guys next time for AW 13 and the AW 13 semifinals part 2. So yeah, peace.